All right. So, to the end of the podcast.
Okay.
I've got 2 cups here.
Okay.
One obviously for each of us, and we're gonna be COVID safe here, so don't worry. We're not gonna like share cups or like share the same bottle.
Okay.
But yeah, part of my own podcast is sharing something that's important to me with my guest.
Okay.
And this is how we're gonna leave every episode. So my goal was to introduce something to you that's like super important to me, and see if you like it, if you don't like it, if it's something that's unique to you, if you think you'd want to try it again.
Okay.
Just introduce you to the world of it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you, what do you know about kombucha?
Oh, God.
Have you heard about kombucha?
Oh, I've heard about kombucha
Okay.
and what's his name? Bing Dave. What's his name? I don't know. The guy who created it.
Which guy?
The guy who created kombucha.
Oh man, kombucha has been around for a long time.
Oh, okay. Well, anybody, and the business aspect of it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not so sure. I know that it's really good for your gut.
Okay.
And it's fermented bacteria and stuff like that. I
Okay.
don't know. Yeah, that's
All right.
all I know.
Do you need a history lesson, I guess?
Yes, give me
Okay.
a history lesson.
So kombucha is about, call it about 1,000 years old.
Okay.
It was initially an old ancient Chinese like recipe of like wellness tea.
Okay.
And yes, it is fermented.
Yes.
There are extremely good properties of it. So good for your microbiome, good for your stomach, good for your gut health, extremely good for your gut health because it's fermented. If you're a tea person, it is cold tea. So
Okay.
that's basically what it is. It's cold carbonated tea.
Okay.
The way it's made is typically you have black tea and sugar. So just kind of like tea that you would normally drink, probably just with a little bit of sugar, not very much. But the reason why there's sugar in there is because there's an active bacteria culture in there that lives in the tea.
Okay.
So the active bacteria culture looks kind of like it looks like the size of this disc.
Okay.
And the way that it stays alive is by feeding it sugar. So you have black tea, the bacteria culture sits in it, and it stews in it for a very long time. And then when it sits in there, you keep feeding the tea sugar over like the course of a week, 2 weeks, and it becomes kombucha.
Okay.
So really good for your stomach, really good for your gut, really good with processes that we talked about in your journal. Really good, high in antioxidants.
Okay.
Really
I like
high
that.
in probiotics.
Amazing.
Yes, I'm not gonna lie. There's a bit of sugar, but it's not a lot.
Yeah.
And technically, it won't break fasting. It is still tea at the end of the day. So it's carbonated cold tea.
Okay.
Are you afraid?
Or
Or would you decline?
No, let's do it. Let's do it.
Do you have any fears? You can be honest. You can be honest.
A little bit. I've never had it.
Okay.
So I don't know. But let's embrace it. Let's do it. Cool.
So I'm hoping to convert you.
Okay.
I'm hoping to convert you into a kombucha fan.
Okay.
Something that's helped me over, like 4 or 5 years is drinking kombucha.
Okay.
It can be expensive. So at like $5 a bottle, it's not something you want to buy every day unless you want to substitute it for like the Starbucks coffee you're having every day.
Okay. I don't drink coffee every day. That's cool.
Or even if you're having tea every day,
Yeah.
you can substitute kombucha with tea. But
Okay.
again, it's just a more expensive route.
Okay. How carbonated is it?
Depending on the brand that you get, you
Okay.
can get levels of carbonation.
Okay.
Some of them are steeped longer. So the longer that the bacteria sits with sugar
Okay.
and stays fermenting,
Yeah.
it actually releases more carbonation.
Okay.
The one that you're trying today is going to be, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably closer to 7 or 8.
Okay.
So it's a little more carbonated, but I can shake it up and kind of like flatten it.
Okay. Will that like, kind of impact the...
So you're not losing any benefits by
Okay.
losing the carbonation.
Okay.
The carbonation is just a byproduct of the fermentation
cool.
process.
Let's try it.
Really, really good for you.
Yes.
Again, this is kind of an aggressive one,
Okay.
but I picked this flavor because I think it suits you.
Ooh, okay, cool.
Okay, so that-
yeah, then definitely, let's go for it.
All right. So I kept it cold this entire time. I have a
Woo.
little cooler here. It's very cold still.
I'm so excited.
All right, so
What's it called?
I'll give you the bottle. You can take a look at it. It is the Kavita brand. I got Sabrina the pineapple and peach because I think she's very pineapple-y and she's very peachy.
I'm very peachy.
She can be both peachy and very prickly like a pineapple if she wants to.
Absolutely.
So I
That's
think
very true.
I think the pineapple peach is the one for you.
Okay.
I'm actually kind of nervous doing this right now
Why?
because I'm shaking. I'm excited about this.
I'm so excited.
So, it's a bit of a weird experience. So I'm going to kind of teach you how to drink it, how to like, there's a process to this.
All right.
And I hate to be a kombucha snob.
It's okay.
But I'm a kombucha snob.
Seems like it. Oh my God. Kombucha snob over here.
There's many of them. Trust me.
All right.
Okay, so
yes,
you'll walk into a store, you'll get a bottle like this, no problem.
Where did you get it?
So this one I got from Shoppers Drug Mart.
Oh, okay.
It's available at Shoppers. You can pick up like some gas stations. Like it's kind of available, but don't go to like your neighborhood convenience store. They won't have it.
Oh no, yeah.
So carbonated.
Yep.
When you get the bottle, you're gonna have to flip it upside down first. And the reason is there's usually sediment here.
Okay.
And that's okay. That's actually good.
That's good, yeah.
It's a sign that there's actual bacteria culture still in this.
Okay.
So when you do it, you're going to flip it upside down and shake it around.
Okay.
And then depending on your level of carbonation, if you don't like it really carbonated, we can like just flatten it by shaking it like you would with pop. Okay. So typically move it around, and then I don't know if you can see it, but there's not very much there anymore.
Yeah.
So when you buy a clear bottle means that a kombucha can be sensitive to sunlight, so it may not be as strong.
Okay.
When you buy a dark bottle like this, it's actually better because it hasn't lost its benefit.
Okay.
So having a dark bottle is good, but if you get a clear bottle, the clear bottle ones actually taste lighter. Okay. So it's not as aggressive.
Okay. You know what? You chose this for me. So let's do it. I'm excited.
Right. So if you heard that, it is carbonated, but it's not very carbonated. And I'll decarbonate it just a bit.
Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
That's okay.
It's okay.
So part of the experience also is it is fermented. Okay. I'm not going to lie. So have you ever had kimchi?
Yeah, I like kimchi. Okay.
Yeah. Have you had anything else? Like, have you smelled kimchi?
Yep.
So what does it smell like?
Not good.
So how do you deal with smells?
Okay. I'm going to smell it regardless. I'm curious.
So it's pineapple and peach. It does taste pretty good. So before we pour it out for you, just take a smell of it, take a sniff of it, tell me what you think. It's not awful.
Oh, it doesn't smell that bad.
Okay.
No. It's very peachy.
When you buy
it smells a little bit like a little vinegary.
Yeah. Yeah. So the fermenting process brings out the natural vinegars of the bacteria. Yeah. Which is also the acids that you would get, good probiotics, and it's good for you. Okay. It's not as harsh as apple cider vinegar alone. Okay. It actually is pretty sweet. Okay. Cool? Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna pour you a little bit. Oh, you want a lot or a little bit? Taster.
Let's do a taster. We'll do a little cheers thingy.
Okay. So I'll do a little bit. If you like it, come back for it.
Okay.
And you know what? I'll flatten it out a little bit more too, just in case.
It's okay.
But it is carbonated, but other brands are, like I said, they're a little bit lighter than this. Okay. So pineapple peach. Yes. Cheers to the first episode. Yay! Tell me if you like it. Be honest with me. Very good for you, and honestly, hope you like it. Okay. Let me know what you think.
Okay.
This one's a staple for me. This one I like.
It's actually not bad. Very carbonated.
Too carbonated?
Too carbonated. Not a fan of carbonated drinks.
Okay.
But it's not bad.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Holy Jesus, that's a lot. I could drink this. Yeah.
Be honest. You don't have to say you love it. You don't have to say you hate it.
No. It's actually not bad.
Okay.
For my first time trying it, never having it before, and like the flavor is there, I don't have a problem. The only thing is the carbonation. Okay. I'm not a fan of carbonated anything.
Cool.
Yeah. So like that's why when you walked in, you're like, "Do you want water?" And I was like, "Flat."
Yeah. That's cool. Like I've always been kind of like the weird carbonated person because I hate to say it, but I was a pop person. Mm-hmm. So I always wanted that sensation of like drinking pop. Okay. And like this always gave me the sensation of drinking pop because it's obviously carbonated. Yeah. So like I made a transition from like pop to like waters, but then I got bored of water, so I went to like sparkling waters.
Did you get that Soda Stream thing?
I didn't.
Oh, that probably would have been good.
What I don't like is like you know how the canister, the aerated canister that you have to keep refilling. Mm-hmm. I don't like having to drop it off and thinking about picking up a new one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But if I was able to make carbonated water on demand at all times, of course, I would do it all day. But then, yeah, I walked into kombucha probably about like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe a little bit less. And I would honestly say, so there's a lot of B vitamins in this as well too. Mm-hmm. B12, which is really good for you as well, with like a nice energy kicker for you. Mm-hmm. So like, if you ever want to substitute like just a cold shot of water in the morning, this would be a great kickoff to like a morning. Really, eh? Yeah. Very, very little caffeine as well too. So like technically,
that's not bad. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to weaning off the caffeine.
If you really wanted to take this like before bed, you technically can.
Okay, what is the effects of taking this before bed then? Would that be better for you? Because you're already like not doing much, you won't be ingesting anything else.
The real benefit would be more in the morning than anything else, because it's a way to like kind of kickstart the day and allow your gut microbiome to like just kind of like flush itself out and just like start from scratch to start the day. And maybe because I'm fasting, it also provides a better benefit for me because it allows it to like kind of stew and sit in, but also like go at work. And I know that I have more enzymes, more antibiotics, more probiotics in me. I just feel with a better kick to the day, to be honest.
That's awesome.
It's not like it's a pre-workout, so don't expect to like drink it and be like on a high.
Oh my god.
It's not one of those, but you definitely feel cleaner.
Yeah.
You feel better, and to go back to your journal, you're more regulated.
Yay. That's awesome.
Some people like it, some people don't like it, but if you find it harsh, another brand called Tonica is a clear bottle. Try them out. And then they have so many flavors, you can pick it. You can go green tea, black tea, peach, blueberry, ginger ale. Like you can pick whatever flavor you want.
Oh, that's awesome.
Generally, the ginger ones are pretty good. And I hate to be such a kombucha nerd.
It's okay. I don't mind ginger. I love ginger.
On a scale of 1 to 10, you can be honest.
Definitely a good 7.
Okay.
7.5.
That's good.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I'm going to have a lot of mixed reactions with a lot of people with this.
Definitely.
But not bad. Not bad.
I went for seconds. I normally wouldn't have.